Today's passage is in 1 John 3, verse 16 to 18. It says, "By this we know love, that he, Jesus, laid his life down for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brothers. But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and truth." Today's word is love. There is so much to say about love. The whole new set of commandments and the new covenant rests on love, right? Love God and love your neighbor. It's so fundamentally important to understand this concept in our lives. I mean, throughout the whole New Testament, we have these brilliant descriptions of love, like in 1 Corinthians 13, or we have Jesus showing us how to love in the Gospels. There's so much to be said about love in the New Testament. So this video is definitely not gonna do it justice. But here are some guiding verses to give you a taste. Matthew 22, 37 to 40 says, Jesus said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments." 1 Corinthians 13, right? The famous 13, verse 4 to 7 says, well, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always preserves. Perseveres. John 13, 34 to 35. Jesus said, "A new command I give you. Love one another. As I've loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." Or Galatians 5:14. "For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command. Love your neighbor as yourself." My goodness, that is a lot of verses on love. But for this session, we're going to be looking at the book of 1 John. It's a pretty short book, and it's a good way to get an overview of the concept of love in the New Testament. Because, please understand this, it's possible to have a counterfeit view of love. It's possible to take that concept of love that has all those commandments about it, there's all this description, and replace it with a fake version. That's why 1 John 2, 16 to 17 says this, "For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh, the desires of the eyes, the pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world is passing away along with its desires. For whoever does the will of God abides forever." You see, there's a concept of love in the world that is kind of self-centered. Oh, I love you. You know why I love you? Yeah, because you look after me. You're good to me. Oh, you have the qualities that I desire. I love you because you make me feel happy. It's so self-centered. It's like that story of the rabbi who talks about the fish love, right? Which is a guy says, "I love fish. I love fish. I love eating fish. I love fish so much, I'll take it out of the ocean, I'll kill it, I'll cook it, and I'll eat it. I love fish." And you gotta think, is that love? Does he really love the fish? Or does he love himself so much that he likes the taste of fish? And so we've got to be really careful when we look at love, that our love is the kind of love that God has in view. And I'm hoping today that you will have great discussions around that topic as you look through 1 John. God bless.